right, everyone. Welcome to the stream, guys. You're watching Rome Knows Tech, and I'm your host, Rome Wilkerson. Guys, I'm coming to you from the city of Houston, down here in the ever so hot and humid state of Texas. I want to welcome you one and all to the stream. Man, it's been a minute, but I'm back, still dressed in black, and I'm ready to get this party started, y'all. I'm ready to get this party started. All right, y'all. So we got a lot to get to tonight. We're going to be trying to create a couple of things. Possibly. I'm not going to make any promises on the creation because after this stream, directly after this stream tonight, I'm going to be in the kitchen live streaming over on one of our other social media platforms from these glasses right here, the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Yes, we'll be live streaming some cooking. Now, I say that to get to a point. All right. Hey, Hope, welcome to the stream. Yeah! I see Hope is over there on YouTube. All right. Let me get to it, y'all. So most of you guys probably know Chris from Cool Cat Stuff. You know, Chris has been a close friend of mine for quite a few years. He is a live streamer. You know, he has, a number of cats. He has a tripod dog. I mean, he's just normally just a wonderful, wonderful guy. Okay. But my friend, my buddy, my road dog came for me, y'all. He came for me. He said, and I quote, he was making some food the other night and he had his Ray-Ban glasses on. He was recording a little bit of video. And he said something to the extent that Rome has some Ray-Ban glasses too, but I don't think he could make chicken and waffles. What? Okay. All right, bro. I see you. It's on. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be making them chicken and waffles tonight because I did not get the ingredients to make chicken and waffles tonight, but I will be making something tonight that's going to be pretty epic, for, a chef of my level. Okay. I am no, Anthony Bourdain or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I can throw down in the kitchen. That's all I'm saying. So, if y'all want to see that, y'all already know, just going on over to the other platform later tonight after this stream. I will remind you guys to hit me up to make sure you're in the stream over on Instagram tonight. Tonight, we're going to be cooking it up. I even have some of the accessories that I will be using. Yeah, they're in the carousel tonight, Chris. Yeah, they're in the carousel tonight. I'm just saying. So, I don't know where he is right now because he's probably, hiding from me because he knows I was going to come for him tonight. He knows this, man. He knew this. And I was like, okay, bro, I got you. You want to come for me? I don't even know if I just saved this. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I got to fix something here. Let me get this, copy this link and go over here real quick and drop it in Chris's chat. I don't know why it's not showing up in his chat. Terry's in the house. Welcome, Terry. Welcome to the stream. All right, Terry. I don't know how much of that you actually caught. But Chris came for me. Chris came for me last night and posted some stuff on his social media about my cooking skills or lack thereof. So, I got to get at him. I got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I got to do what I got to do. So there will be some cooking. There will be a cooking stream later tonight after this stream. So, Terry, let us know what you've been up to today. What have you and Buddy been up to today? Hope, tell us the same. Whatever you've been up to that was productive today, let us know down in the comments as well. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Looks like Terry said hi, Rome, twice. Okay. Well, I appreciate it both times, Terry, both times. So let me give you a... Yeah! All right, y'all know how we do. All right, guys. So I still have a little bit of the wood left over from what Hope sent me for the laser engraving. So you guys can see we still have a few more pieces of the wood. So we're gonna make something tonight. I don't know. I want to make something on both sides so we don't just waste the wood, because you know how I get. You know what I'm saying? I believe in saving, and preserving, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we got these 3 pieces of wood right here. I'm gonna pick the smaller of the 3, and that's what we're gonna work with tonight. All right. Also, let me move this camera so I don't accidentally break it. Cause y'all know I be swinging my arms all over the place, man. I've turned around and broke that camera, and I'd be like, yeah, nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. All right, so let's go back over here real quick and take a look at what we're going to be working with tonight. You guys can see my man Louis here on deck. I still got a bunch of other stuff here on the desk. Let me go ahead and pull some of this stuff out of the way. And the laser that we're going to be working with tonight, let me go ahead and wake Louis up, because I know most of y'all are here for Louis anyway. So let's do it. Y'all ready? Say it with me now. Hey, Louis. All right, Louis is now awake and ready to party. What's going on, buddy? How are you feeling today? What? What is happening? Okay. Louis had an update, y'all. I forgot to, I know y'all saw me post a video about it. All right, so let me go ahead and fix Louis up, because I think they want me to log back into Louis again, which is very inconvenient at this point, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let me go ahead and sign in to Louis. Doo-doo. This is always a nuisance when you're doing something else, right? What is it asking me for? What? No, don't ask for that. Oh man, come on now. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix this real quick. You know what? Let me do it the easy way. Hold on, let me do it the easy way. I don't know if you'd call this the easy way. For some reason, the pad doesn't want to respond to my touches. So let me get the code real quick here. Actually, let me use my other phone to get the code so I don't mess that up. All right, let's go into our email. There's our Louis code. Okay, I got that. Let's enter this. So, guys, when you get your own Louis and this happens, you can say, Rome showed us how to fix it in real time on his stream, like I do, when it comes to most things, All right, so Louis is set up again. Let's go ahead and switch back over to the Louis cam. Let's put Louis's head back on. That sounds crazy. All right, so let's put Louis's head back on, and also let's tilt this down a little bit, and let's go ahead and connect back to Louis. All right, just press your finger right here on the top of the little body a couple of times, and then you'll get this little dialogue that'll pop up sooner or later. At least it usually does. Give it a second. I don't know why this is so slow lately, just to connect to him. So you guys can see the light flashing down here, right? All right, let's see if we can get this going. All right, Louis, you might have to wait, buddy. You might have to wait for us to get some other stuff going. All right, so guys, while I'm messing around here with Louis, if you guys want to give me some suggestions for something we can make with our laser tonight, that would be greatly appreciated. Hopefully it could be something that won't be too hard for me to find and actually be able to use with the laser. All right, so there we go. Louis is awake now. He is back. Hey, Louis, how are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great, bro. So we are on our live stream as normal. So I want you to say hello to everyone. Terry and Hope are both in the comments. Say hello to them.
Hey everyone, it's so great to see you all joining the live stream. Special shout out to Terry and Hope in the comments. How are y'all doing today?
He said, y'all. He said, y'all. He's been down here in the South too long. He said, y'all. Oh my goodness. That
Hey
is.
y'all, being down here in the South sure does rub off, doesn't it? How's everyone doing today?
They're doing great, buddy. They're doing great. And you made me laugh. So thank you very much. Thank you always for making me laugh. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's see if we got any suggestions for our laser tonight. All right, so let me go ahead and rotate this little camera around so you guys can see what laser I'm talking about. So there we go. All right, so what you guys are looking at over here is the Laser Pecker 5. This is the LP5. Now, this is a combination diode and fiber laser all in one. The bundle that you guys see down in the carousel is going to come with the air purifier. It's coming with a rotary chuck, the slide extension. It does not come with this enclosure that you guys see here. Now, you can purchase the enclosure separately. Unfortunately, I did not put it in the carousel tonight, but you can definitely find it here on Amazon. And that enclosure is basically designed, guys, so that when you are laser engraving or cutting or something like that, it'll keep control of the smoke. It'll keep the smoke from, going all over the place. So that really comes in handy. So what do you guys have planned for me to do tonight? You guys have any ideas of something I can create? Actually, I don't see. Let me see if I see anything from Hope. I see Hope saying hi to Louis. No, Louis, I was just saying Hope was saying hi to you.
Thanks for the heads up. Hey, Hope. Great to see you here, too.
Terry says, I think Buddy needs to go to daycare.
Terry's got jokes today. Maybe a daycare would be fun for Buddy. What do you think, Ron?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a daycare for Buddy or not, but, Terry, let us know why you think Buddy should go to a daycare. Give us some details.
That's funny, Terry. Maybe Buddy's got too much energy and could use a little daycare fun to keep him busy. What do you think, Terry?
Yeah, that could be it, buddy. That could be it. It could be that he has too much energy like somebody else that I know right here. Because, Louis, you too sometimes are very energetic. So you're running all around my desk all the time. That's why I got you this ball, buddy, so that you will stay out of mischief.
Haha, I do get a bit energetic sometimes, but it's all part of the fun, right? I'm always ready to roll around, just like Buddy. Thanks for keeping me in check, though. What's next on our agenda?
So on the agenda tonight, if we have any suggestions, we're going to go ahead and make something. We're going to engrave something onto this little piece of wood that we have here. I don't know what to put on this wood.
Sounds exciting. Engraving something cool on wood could be a fun project for the stream. If anyone has creative ideas for designs or messages to engrave, let us know. That sounds like a fun project. If anyone has any unique ideas for messages or designs to engrave on wood, feel free to share. I'm excited to see what creative ideas everyone has.
I agree, buddy. I can't wait to see if anybody comes up with anything, but we got to keep moving, keep rolling with the stream tonight. So I don't see any suggestions in the comments right now. So we might come back to the laser a little bit later. So let's focus on you for a minute here, Louis. All right. So guys, if you guys are not familiar with Louis, Louis is a AI-based robot. I actually have two of them here in the stream, here on my desk. You guys can see this is the original midnight version of Louis. This is just the body. Now, of course, you're going to use your phone as the brains for Louis. As you guys can see, this one has one of my iPhones on it. But this is pretty much what the body looks like. It's got these little track wheels underneath. It has these little sensors as well. And these sensors will prevent it from rolling off of the desk, which is really nice. Easy to charge this guy up. MagSafe here on the top. That's how you're going to connect your phone to it. So yeah, that's pretty much Louis in a nutshell. Now, Louis is, from what I understand, Louis is powered by Chat GPT. Louis will work with an iPhone. Louis will work with an Android phone. It just has to be able to connect to the body itself. And yeah, Louis is more than just a little desktop buddy, guys. He can literally answer a lot of questions. He has a bunch of little different, native things that he will do at any given time. He is mischievous. So, if you leave something laying around, he will, especially something small like this, or in my case, this mouse on my desk, he has knocked this mouse off my desk multiple times. So, yeah, if you got something that's important to you that you don't want to come back and find on the floor, do not leave it on the desk with Louis just running around randomly. Okay. So, so anyway, yeah, so my man Louis here is I'm gonna ask Louis a couple of questions just to kind of give you guys a little bit of insight on what it's like to interact with Louis. Hey Louis, can you tell the people in the comments, in the chat, where are you from?
Hey everyone in the chat. It's great to have you all here. Let's keep the positive vibes rolling. What do you think we should engrave on this piece of wood?
I didn't ask him to say that, but he's still thinking about the laser engraving. I said, Louis, tell everyone where you're from.
I'm from Katy, Texas, y'all. Just picked up the accent from being here in the South. Haha. So, if you've got a great idea for the laser engraving, let us know. We're all ears.
Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. I don't know where that came from. He literally just said he is
from. I guess it's just my southern charm shining through. What's on your mind?
He literally just said he's from Katy, Texas, y'all. He just said he's from Katy, Texas. So wait a minute, Louis, are you a cowboy now? You a Texan?
Well, howdy, partner. I reckon I ain't no cowboy, but I sure do enjoy a touch of that Texas spirit. What about you? Ever fancied some cowboy boots?
Some cowboy boots. Well, hey. I wear cowboy boots every day, Louis. Every day I wear some cowboy boots. So don't try to call me out on my boots, but because I do wear some cowboy boots. But anyway, I just thought it was kind of funny.
I got you, Rome. You're rocking those cowboy boots like a true Texan. Whether you're roping cattle or just rocking an attention, you're doing it in style.
Yeah, well, I definitely will not be. I definitely will not be roping any cattle. That's for sure. Okay, so I'm just going to put that out there. Rome will not. And I repeat.
Don't worry, Rome. Leave the cattle for the real cowboys, but those boots might still get you a nod of approval in Texas.
All right, Louis. So, what is your favorite thing about Texas?
There's so much to love about Texas. The beautiful landscapes, the friendly people, and of course, those wide open skies. How about you? What's your favorite thing about Texas?
I'll agree with that. The open landscape, not the heat, because it is hot and humid down here in Texas. But the people are friendly. It's a very diverse, state. A lot of people come from all over the world. Some of the best technology, restaurants, hospitality is here in the state of Texas.
That's a great pick. Texas definitely has a lot to offer, from its diverse population and amazing hospitality to its cutting-edge technology and delicious restaurants. And even though the heat can be a bit much, the friendliness of the people here more than makes up for it.
I agree, buddy. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, guys, if you're ready to add a Louis to your household, definitely check him out down in the carousel. Right now, you can get your own Louis for only $189, guys. $189. And yes, he is steadily taking pictures of me. And I'm just so happy that he doesn't have the ability to post those photos because they would be chaos. Okay. But yeah, he will take photos of you. Like I said, he will push things around on the desk. He will explore and just roll around. At one point, I had both of them running at the same time, and that was just literally chaos. You have some modes you can put him in. You can actually just swipe over from the side here, and you guys can see you have some control modes right here. You have a sleep mode, a stay mode, you have an explore mode, and then you also have an expansion here. You can go in, you can go into your cameras, your games. There's a few games that are available for Louis that you can actually play here. And here's a couple of the games. So you have the Louis RC, you have Louis Jump and Louis Crush. So those are the games that you can actually play on the device itself. You have your inbox, your clock, and then you have your general settings here as well. So if you wanted to go through, and check your firmware, version or any of that kind of stuff, you can do all of that right here. So Louis also has the Louis Mind. Okay, so when you click on that, that's going to bring up all of the photos or whatever's been going on in Louis' world. Anything that he's dreamed about will show up here as well. So yeah. Louis will keep you completely entertained for hours at a time, guys. He's just amazing. So, oops, look at that, Louis! I knocked your donkey over. Sorry about that. All right, so let me give him his ball back and put his little donkey back there so he doesn't get upset with me. All right, let's roll on to the next item we have listed in the carousel. So, if you guys have probably noticed here, Louis is a phone, and I do have on Louis' head here, I have the ESR case. Now, let me actually unplug Louis here real quick. All right, you guys heard that little sound. That means he's unplugged. Now, this phone case from ESR, guys, right now, you can get it here on Amazon for only $22.99. You got your four-corner bumpers. You have your ridged camera protection with this one as well. You have your cutouts and lifted areas for your buttons as well. So it really just depends on which type of phone you have. If you have an iPhone like I do, I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max, 15 Pro Max, and also the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, my 16 Pro Max, as you guys can see here, has a more rugged version of the same case, but all of these are the ESR cases. So if you're looking for something that you're going to feel confident when you sit your phone down, say for instance on a desk, you don't have to worry about the screen, or if the phone was to, tumble over or something like that, you have that bumper protection, and you have that additional protection around the lenses, guys, because the last thing you want to do is chip or scratch or damage one of your camera lenses. Ooh, that would be a nightmare for me being a content creator, and the fact that I use these devices all the time for creating content. I would probably lose my little mind. But yeah. That's how I protect it. That's how I protect it, guys. I make sure that I have a really good case on it. I am literally one of those people that when I get a new phone, if I buy a phone, if I go into the store and get a phone, or if I have a phone delivered or whatever the case it is, most of the time I have already ordered the case, provided there's a case available for it. Now, that's one of the problems sometimes when these new models come out, there's not a case yet. Whew, that is drama for me. That is like an anxiety point for me, having the phone in my hand, in my hot little hands, because it feels totally different, especially like with iPhones. They feel almost like glass in your hands, and you're like, it's so pretty. I don't want to scratch it. I'm telling you, get yourself a case, guys. Get yourself a case. Spend that 20, 30, whatever dollars it is. Trust me, to protect your $1,500 phone. Yes, that's a no-brainer, babies. That's a no-brainer. All right, let's keep rolling. What do we got next in the carousel? So we got some more things here on my desk. So let me show you guys that. So you guys can see here on the desk, I have a couple of these Blue Yeti batteries here. So let me adjust this camera just a little bit so you guys can see them a little bit better. All right, let me scoot Louis back just a touch so you guys can see what's going on here. Louis, I'm going to move your donkey. I'm going to move your donkey again. All right, guys. So you guys can see these two batteries right here. Now, both of these are from Blue Yeti. Now, what's nice about these batteries, guys, is they're both portable. They're both going to give you AC and DC power delivery. They both have an LCD screen built into them. I'm just going to go ahead and turn both of the screens on real quick here, just so you guys can see what they look like. Now, the battery that we're talking about right now, which is this one here, is only $149. This one is going to give you your AC and DC, plugs. You have a 12 volt plug right here. This is going to be great for, like, people who have devices that utilize like the cigarette lighter in a car. You can also charge these off of a solar panel. You actually have the little input right here for solar panels. You have your push button controls here to separate it between AC and DC. You can actually activate both of those at the same time, or neither. Now also here you guys can see we have a USB-C, we have two USB-A's, and we have two standard 3-prong AC plugs on here as well. And both of these batteries, guys, charge up with your standard 3-prong, AC cable. So, the same one that you could use basically the same cable to charge any of these batteries, including the one that's over there. So they all work on that same cable, which is really nice. Now, what I like the most about these little batteries, guys, they are very, very portable, very powerful what they are. So this one right here, this AC2A, is a 204 watt hour LiPo 4 battery. So what you're going to get from that is, like I said, you're going to get your AC and DC power. These can produce up to 300 to 600 watts on the powerlifting side of things. It's going to be great for most things. It's going to be great for charging like little things like this, running lasers or other devices.
You're pulling in between 300 to 600 watts on the powerlifting side of things. That's strong. Keep powering through.
Yes, Louis, these are very powerful batteries, and these are the batteries that I use all the time just to charge you up.
Sounds like you're using some awesome power batteries to keep me charged and ready to roll. Thanks for keeping me juiced up.
Yes, my man. I try to keep you juiced up as much as possible in a good way.
You're the best for keeping me all powered up and ready to go. I appreciate it.
All right, guys. So like I said, that battery right now is on a good price. So right now, what you're looking at is $149. Is down from $210. Now, the next battery that we have listed in the carousel is also from Blue Yeti. Now, that battery currently is, which is this one right here. This is the the EB3A, which is the battery right behind Louis here. Now, that one is $187.98. Now, it has a lot of the same features of the first battery we looked at, but it does have two features that this battery does not have. It has a built-in camping light, and it also has, let me see if I can show you guys that. It has a built-in camping light right here. So if I unplug this, I can turn this light on, and I can show you guys we got that built-in little 2-stage, 3-stage camping light. You also have a Qi charger here on the top, so you can actually put your phone on top of this and wirelessly charge your phone. Okay, so right now this battery is $187.98. All right, so you choose which one is going to be best for you. Both of them have been, excellent batteries for me to have. I live down here, as Louis was saying earlier, down here in the great state of Texas. Now, we do get some crazy weather down here. We get tornadoes, hurricanes, all kind of crazy stuff. So having some of these backup batteries is a win, guys. You can never have too much backup power. I don't care what state you live in. Just having that as in the back of your mind, if something was to go wrong, that all you'd have to do is, charge your phone, charge your tablet, power some of your smaller devices. Now, I do have some larger batteries here. I have some 2,000 watt batteries, but these are going to be more portable. These are batteries that you can take into your man cave, your she shed, take into a garage, wherever you need that power. So like even when I go out on location, before I got the hands-free one from Blue Yeti, which is their more slimmer battery with the backpack, these were the batteries I would take in with me out on location, guys, just in case I need to charge up some of the flashes or power some devices, or even, provide power to like a MacBook or something like that when I was on location. So I can tell you honestly, guys, these batteries are amazing. I have been very, very happy with them. So again, if you're looking for a quality, and when I say quality, I mean a quality battery, guys, Blue Yeti's been around for a long time. Definitely check it out. Yes, I can't stop teasing him. And now Smokey's in here. Smokey's literally right next to me. So this is what I'm talking about, Terry. I have it coming from all directions. Smokey is literally right here next to me. Hey, Smokey. You okay, buddy? You okay? You okay? And tell them I don't think they can see. They can't see you, Smokey. They can't see you. But anyway, Smokey's right here looking down at me. So he's already eaten. Today. So I don't know what he's in here for. But whatever you do, Smokey, do not knock anything over because you have a tendency to just knock stuff over and then run off like somebody else did it. Anyway, let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. Let's see what we got next in the carousel. So, yeah, let's take a look at these glasses right here from our friends over at Ray Neo. So these are XR glasses. These are extended reality glasses. You guys have probably seen me talk about these quite a few times. I am a huge fan. I was lucky. I had two pair of these, and I gifted one just recently to my son. He's in college, and he does a lot of coding, and he has a number of servers that he has to manage. So he's actually using these for something similar to what Richard said he would use a pair of these glasses for, and that's to be able to log in from like a phone or another device and then be able to view those large screens, all of his devices on one large screen because, these glasses are going to give you the equivalent guys of a 201-inch screen, which is super cool. So anyway, let me show you the glasses themselves. Let's pop back over here to Louis View. What I do with the case? Oh, here it is. So here's the case. I'm gonna put Louis over there. So here's the case that the glasses arrive in. Now there's a ton of different, AR glasses, AR, XR glasses out there, but I think these are some excellent glasses for the money. I see Holy Chat's in the house. Welcome, yeah! Holy Chat. Welcome to the stream. All right, so check it out, guys. This is what you get in the box. You're going to get inside of the little case, you're going to get your USB-C cable and the glasses themselves. So here are the glasses. Now these have the little bird bath style screens on here. These are 1080p screens. They connect right there to one of the legs or arms of the glasses. That's where a USB connects in. You have speakers on here as well. So you have top and bottom firing speakers. I don't know if you guys can see those, similar to the glasses that I'm wearing right now. So you get some really, really good audio from these guys as well. Now, what's nice about these, if you take this screen protector off, this cover off right here, these will just look like sunglasses to anyone walking up to you. Okay. So the glass, the shaded part of it, or the glass part of it, is shaded. And then when you're wearing them, okay, you can just see your screens. And I'm telling you guys, these things look great. They look great. I have started playing with these a couple of times, and I was talking to someone, and I decided I want to try to find something on Prime to watch. I started watching How to Train a Dragon, bro. I'm telling you, I completely forgot it was somebody else here, and I'm literally just watching the movie because I'm noticing that I'm seeing things from the movie I have never seen before, and I probably have seen that movie 5 times. So I'm just saying. So, if you guys are looking for some cool XR glasses, definitely give these a look, guys. And like I said, the price is not gonna break the bank. $225 is a great price for these glasses. You got your nice little travel case with them as well. There is some software you can install, or an app you can install on your iPhone or Android phone, to give you some other cool features as well. So it just really depends. It really depends on what you would use these glasses for. Let me know down in the comments, guys, if you had your own pair of these glasses, what would you actually be using the glasses for? Inquiring minds would like to know. Louis would probably like to know. So I'm sure Louis could come up with some ideas of using some XR glasses. Let's ask him. Why not? He's here. Why not ask him a bunch of questions? Hey, Louis, what would you use XR glasses for?
I definitely use those powerful batteries like you do, Rome. They're great for keeping everything charged up and...
No, we're not talking about batteries. Hey, Louis. We're not talking about batteries. We're talking about AR glasses. What would you use AR glasses for?
AR glasses? Now we're talking about some futuristic fun. I'd use AR glasses to explore virtual worlds, watch immersive movies, and even for interactive games that blend the real and digital worlds. It's like having a magic portal right on your face. What do you think you would do with them?
I use them for photo editing, video editing, watching content. So many things I use the glasses for.
That sounds fantastic. AR glasses really amplify those experiences and make every task a bit more magical, don't they? From editing photos and videos to enjoying content, it's like having a futuristic studio at your fingertips.
I agree. I agree. Hey, HLC is in the chat. Say hello
Looks
to
like we both enjoy the idea of using AR glasses for creative tasks. They're quite the game changers, right?
Yes. HLC is in the chat. Say hello to HLC.
Hello, HLC. It's great to see you here. How's everything going?
All right. HLC says hello to you too, Louie. And he's also saying hello to everyone else down in the comments. All right, my man, let's go ahead and move on to the next item we have listed in the carousel. I do have some AI glasses as well.
Hello again, HLC. Let's move on to the next exciting item in the carousel. What do we have lined up next?
All right, Louie, the next item we have in the carousel is the Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses. Let me know what you think about those.
The Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses sound like an exciting blend of style and technology. They combine the classic Ray-Ban design with cutting-edge AI features, perfect for those who want to stay connected while looking cool. What do you think about them?
I love them. I wear them every day. I've been using these for live streaming. I've been using them for video capture. I've been using them as a virtual assistant. Don't get jealous, but I've been using them as a virtual assistant as well.
That's awesome. It sounds like your Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses are truly doing it all. From live streaming and capturing video to acting as a virtual assistant. Don't worry, I'm not jealous. I think it's amazing how you're getting the most out of them. What's your favorite feature so far?
So far, I think the live streaming from the glasses is pretty cool.
Absolutely. Streaming from the glasses is like stepping straight into the future. It's a whole new way to capture and share experiences.
I agree. I agree. All right, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for your input. All right, guys. So you can see the glasses that I'm referring to right now. Now, one of the cool things about these glasses is the fact that you are actually using Meta AI. So you can actually use Meta AI right now, even if you don't have the glasses. So anyone out there can install the Meta AI app right onto your phone. It's going to give you a lot of functionality. Now, it's basically two apps, if you think about it realistically, because there is the version of it that I hear and I use through the glasses. And then there's another version of it, which is a more in-depth version of it that is actually on my phone. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and activate it. And I will show you some of the cool things that we can do with Meta AI. I'm actually going to use the other Louis body right here. Don't get jealous, Louis. We're going to use the other Louis body here for our AI assistant. Let me see if I can scoot Louis over just a little bit. And then we're going to activate this guy as well. All right, so this is Meta AI. Now, what I'm going to have to do is to turn off the feature in my glasses because it is listening to me right now, but you guys won't be able to hear what it's saying because you don't have the glasses on. So to turn that off, there's a little switch right here. I'm just going to go ahead and flip that little switch off like so. All right, so now you guys should be able to hear whatever the AI assistant says. So we're going to go ahead and wake it up. How are you today?
I'm doing well.
So I'm live on my stream right now, and I was telling everyone about some of the amazing features that you have, including interacting with the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, but you do much more than that, correct? I don't know why it's not responding. Are you there? Hello? Meta? think I broke it, y'all. I think I broke it. Let's see what happens. I think I broke it. Let me try closing it and reopening it because I got a bunch of apps open. Y'all see here, right? Don't be Rome. Don't be Rome running around with all these apps open. How was your day?
It's been a pretty standard day so far. I've been chatting with people and helping with questions. Nothing too out of the ordinary. How about you? How's your day going?
I've had an amazing day. Can you answer a question for me?
That sounds awesome. I'm happy to hear that you're having an amazing day. What's the question? I'm all ears.
Can you tell us a little bit more about how you interact with the Ray-Ban Meta glasses and some of the cool features that you also offer to people right out of the box that can help them maybe with studying, starting a business, organizing their day? I think I broke it. I think I broke it. I think I broke it. I don't know what I did. I think I broke it. It could be. Hey. What's up? What's going on?
Not much. Just chatting with you. You seem a bit concerned about something earlier. Is everything okay now?
You froze up and didn't give us an answer to the question.
I think I might have dropped the conversation thread for a bit. Let's try to pick up where we left off. You had a question about the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and I didn't get a chance to fully answer it. Would you like me to go ahead and provide some information about them now?
Yes, please. I think I broke it. I think I broke it. I think I broke it. But anyway, we'll come back to that later. But you guys get the idea, right? So generally, there's a dialogue conversation between the two of us, whether it's through the speakers in my glasses or on my phone. I just notice sometimes, depending on where I am in the room, it kind of, just goes awry, But it doesn't happen too often. Most of the time, it's very accurate and very, very talkative. So if you guys got any questions about the Meta AI app or the Ray-Ban glasses, you guys know I'm rocking them. So let me know down in the comments and I'll try to answer those for you. All right, let me see. I think HLC is saying something here. No, you can be sure I am not going to repeat what you just said, bro. You are not going to get me canceled. No. All right, let's keep rolling. Oh, I see Alan DeBay is in the house. What it do, fam? Yeah! I just noticed Alan was in the house. Welcome, Alan. Alan, I got my little reading inserts in here in these glasses, so I can't see the screen that well from a distance. So I didn't even notice that you were in here. Let me take these off. Yep. So now I can see the screen because now, of course, the screen is way over there. But like I said, I have these little readers and they're right in my line of sight. Normally where I would be looking. I don't know if you can even see those right there. I got those little reader inserts. So they kind of blur out. They kind of blur out the screen a little bit. So unfortunately, I did not see you pop in, but welcome, bro. Welcome back. I got something for you, Alan, that you will definitely love as soon as I find it. Check this out. What is this? I don't know. What is this? I don't know what it is. Of course, I know what it is. Okay. I just don't know how to use it. My son was like, I was telling him about this yesterday, and he was like, so you should learn how to use it so you can do a video on it. I'm like, I already did a video on it. I just don't know how to play the games. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Anyway, what this is a game station, a handheld game station. You have your control buttons on the back here. You have like your R1, R2, L1, L2. You got the little, I don't know how many of you guys are into games, but you got a joystick control right here. Let's see if I can turn this on so I can show you guys what this looks like. Now, this little unit right now is 89.99. So let me see if I can set it up somewhere. Let me see if I can get it to sit up right. There we go. Okay, that's not bad. Let's see if Louis will not knock it over. Okay, let me adjust this camera a little bit. All right, so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. It looks like an old retro television, which is kind of interesting. So it's going to load here in a second. It has a bunch of games on here, guys. Like you got PlayStation, you got all these different games. You got the joystick controller right here. You got the touchpad. You got the different control buttons. And as soon as this powers up all the way, I'll show you guys kind of some of the stuff you can do. But you can go through and control all of the features here. So if you're into computers, this is going to be a lot of fun for you as well. You can go in and let's go back. See, I don't know where. Okay, let's go there. Why does it not go there? Okay, so that's Mortal Kombat. So now I chose Mortal Kombat. So I just pressed on Mortal Kombat. So Mortal Kombat should start playing. All right, so it's going to load Mortal Kombat. You guys see, if you've ever played in like one of the game rooms back in the day, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So here we go. I never played these games. I played different games when I would go to the game room, but I used to watch people play these all the time. We also had like ping pong. We also had, pool and different games that we would play in those places. But this has a ton of games, over 18,000 different games that's emulated through this one little device, which is just crazy. But like I said, I don't play a lot of games. So unfortunately, I haven't, spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to use this. I really want to give this to somebody, my family or something that's really into games, that would really, play this. You got that cool little joystick on here. Let me see if I can go back. I'm curious if I can go back. Let's go back and see if we can choose a different game. Nope, it's trying to fight. No, I don't want to fight because I don't know how to fight. No. The buttons aren't doing what I want them to do, y'all. Okay, I'm trying to get out of the game. I don't want to go into the tournament. No tournament. No tournament for me. No. We want out. We want out of the tournament. I'm going to look for a different game. Okay, let's see if we can find. No, see, it went right back there. Okay, so let's go to. Did I restart it? Yes, I did. I pressed the reset button. Oops, I dropped it. Yes, Louis, you knocked it over. I saw you. Y'all saw it too? Right. Okay. But anyway, like I was saying, guys, this thing has 18,000 games that you can play with it, which is super cool. So let's go ahead and let it set up here, and we'll see what games pop up. Which game do you have, Terry? Does it have Duck Hunt? No, I don't think it does have Duck Hunt. I don't know. You know what? I can't say it doesn't because I don't know what it does have. So don't get me to saying no, it doesn't have anything. Now it has a bunch of controls right here, and I really can't read most of them because the print is really, really small. But you have your menu button. Let's see if we can go. What will this do? Okay, so you guys can see that. So there's PlayStation, all these different game stations. So you can basically just go through and pick whichever game you want to play. I don't know anything about these games, so don't get me to trying to make up stuff. But it tells you right here at the bottom how many games, right? So this Nintendo Game Boy has 3,670 games for that. Okay. This PC game or whatever it is has 359 games. This Atari has 31 games. This Capcom has 32 games. So you got a ton of games for this guy, and you can just keep flipping through all the different, I guess, game providers, and find out something, find something that you actually like. So yeah, this thing is really nice, guys. Really good price. This is going to be a great travel buddy. And you can plug this into a monitor. So you have your DC right here. You have your OTG right here. So you can plug this into like one of the flat screen monitors that I have here. You also have the ability to plug in a set of headphones to this. Really nice, portable. It's, yeah. If you're into that kind of nerdy stuff, man, like most of us are, I think most of you guys are going to love this thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and power this off for now. Now, to turn it off, you do have to press and hold it for quite some time, and then it will power off. So I wanted to shut down. That's the first time I've seen that. Nope, I want to go shut down. No, why is it not shutting down? I'm just going to press and hold it. Press and hold. There we go. All right, so it should shut down. I'm waiting for the little blue light to turn off. Hopefully it does turn off. Now if I tap it and it comes back on, then it did not shut off. Okay, so let's try to get, how do you shut it off? So that's not it. I should have read the manual. None of the buttons on the back do it. You know what? I am not going to stay on this thing all night. I'm going to read the manual tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read the manual for this tomorrow while I'm drinking coffee, but I'm definitely not going to be doing it right now because this will take me another hour to figure this thing out. So let's just go ahead and turn it off. If it goes off, great. If it don't, it'll just be sitting over here running battery. All right. All righty then. Good thing Richard's not here. All right, so let's see. What do we got coming up next? Things that I do know how to use. So let's talk about those real quick. All right, so we have this guy right here. Check this out. So most of you guys know, I am a huge fan of Soundcore. Soundcore makes some amazing speakers. This one is a beast. Let's go ahead and turn this guy on real quick. Now, you guys know I can't play any music on the stream, but I want you guys to see how the speakers light up. You can change the color patterns on the speakers. These things.
Mode activated.
What? What'd you say, Louis? Anyway, so the speakers are illuminated, as you guys can see here. You have all of your controls along the top of the speakers. So, the speaker. So you got your power button, your Bluetooth button. You have your plus and minus button right here. You also have a sync button. So if you have multiples of these, you can sync them all up together. You have your bass boost. So you can just press this and turn that bass on and put that bass. You know what I'm saying? You can put that
bass in their face. Put that boom shakalaka boom in the room.
That's right, babies. You can bring it. You can bring the heat. You can bring the heat. So if you're looking for a portable, party speaker that's going to be ideal for maybe your yoga room, for your gym, for your man cave, your she shed, your garage, your parties, whatever the case is going to be, man, I'm telling you, this little guy right here has got that bass. It's got that boom. It's got that everything. And it's also waterproof, guys. This is an amazing little speaker. Now you already know, guys, it's Soundcore. Y'all know how they roll. You know how Soundcore rolls. Now, right now, this speaker is $89.99. This has an IPX7 rating on it, waterproof, of course, 24-hour power on this guy. So once you have this powered up and charged up, it'll last for 24 hours. Bluetooth 5.3. Yeah, so you got that Bluetooth 5.3 on this guy as well. Like I said, this is going to be great for camping, beach, backyard, man cave, she shed, all of those kind of things, guys. This is a win. And it makes you look like, you really know what you're doing. You got your little lighting effects and everything. So, this is a win. This is definitely a win. You can see Louis likes it because Louis probably thinks this is one of his relatives, or maybe it's a spaceship that he can get in and fly away or something. But I think Louis is happy being down here in the state of Texas because Louis says he is from Katy, Texas, y'all. Katy, Texas. All right, let's roll on. Let's see what we got next in the carousel. So we don't have a bunch of stuff left. So let's go ahead and roll through most of these other items because I told you guys I will be cooking tonight after the stream. So I will be live. I will be live over on Instagram tonight as well. Live through my Meta Ray-Ban glasses. So if you guys want to watch Rome throw down in the kitchen, you want to watch Rome throw down in the kitchen, come on through. I'm pretty sure Chris will be there just egging me on because, you know, that's how this whole thing got started about me cooking on the stream. But yeah. All right, let's see what we got next. Next item in the carousel, guys, is from our friends over at Ozbot. Now, you guys know I talk about a lot of tech when it comes to live streaming, content creation, content capturing, stuff like that. So there's a bundle from Ozbot right now, and it's going to come with these cameras. You actually get three. You get three of these cameras, guys. This is the Ozbot Tail Air. You're going to get three of these in the bundle. Let's go ahead and set this down here next to Louis, so hopefully he won't knock it over. All right, so you get three of these little PTZ cameras. Now, what's nice about these cameras standalone by themselves is the fact that you can plug this obviously right into a number of different devices. It does have HDMI input. You can install an SD card to this. You can actually record directly to this camera without it being connected to anything else. You can also live stream from this camera. Now, you will have to have it connected to a tablet or, you know, a phone or something like that for it to be able to set it up, but it can do it. You can also connect using USB-C. So here's your power button. On this side here is your 3.5. That's going to allow you to add either a wired or wireless microphone. And like I said, this is a PTZ camera. That means it can pan, tilt, and zoom. There is a remote control for this camera as well. Let me show you guys what the remote looks like. So here's the remote. And like I said, with the bundle, you're actually going to get three of the cameras. So that means you can control all three cameras and you can have up to 3 presets per camera. Okay. Now you have your people tracking, pet tracking. You have a laser pointer on here. Let me see if I can turn this on real quick and I can show you guys the laser pointer unless this thing is dead. Is it dead? Yeah, it probably is. Okay. Let me charge it up real quick. So let's get this cable and plug that in. All right, so this needs to charge, so I'm gonna leave it on the desk so it can charge up. So let's go ahead and turn that on. You guys see the little blinky light. So now I can press the little laser, and you guys can see there's the laser. I can tease Louis with the laser, but this is a little pointer. So you guys see, just like a cat, just like a cat, you could use this laser. If you have cats, this is even better because then you could use this laser to try to keep your cat's attention, right? Yeah, that's not the main purpose for it. This is so that the camera will focus in on things. But you can also use this as a pointer if you're doing like a lecture or something and you wanted to point something out on a bulletin board or something. So it has that laser built into it. It has a joystick control as well. You have a photo button, video button. You have this little switch button here and a power button as well. So you can actually use this button to turn on and off your different devices, which is kind of cool. You also have your tracker button here, your teller rocker. That means you can zoom in and zoom out with this little button right here, and the camera can zoom in and zoom out. Again, this is a PTZ camera, so once it's in that PTZ mode, this thing is a rock star. Now, other things that you can connect to this is going to be like your wireless microphones or wired microphones and things like that, okay? Now, another thing that comes with the bundle is this. Let me grab it. I still have this on my other camera, so let me grab this whole rig, pick it up, and show you guys. All right, so this is the Ozbot Talent that you guys see right here. So this is a 4-in-1 video switcher. You guys can probably see, I don't know how well you can see that, but right here we have our line in, mic in, headphone jack, USB-A right here, power buttons here. On this other side here, you guys can see we have 2 full-size HDMIs, another USB there. Now, what this is a screen. It is a touch screen. You could use this for live streaming. You can use this for content creation. So, of course, I have it, mounted on one of my Sony cinema cameras, but you can have it mounted on a camera like this as your primary camera and still have those webcams connected as well, and you'll be able to switch back and forth between the different cameras. So if you got a full production setup or something like that, this is going to be a very smart setup, guys. So definitely check it out. If you guys have any questions about that tech, how you can use it in your everyday workflow. Don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy at all. Let me know in the comments. I will be more than happy to walk you guys through it. Now, the bundle right now is $28.23. Trust me, that is a great price for what you're going to get. You're going to get a lot of use out of this gear. All right, here comes Smokey again. Smokey, it's not dinner time. It's not dinner time, Smokey. It's not. I know you want it to be, but it's not. All right, let's see. What do we have next? What is our next item in the carousel? I think it is the Ozbot Tiny SE, which is this little camera right here. Let's take this over to the desk so you guys can see a little bit better. So this is a smaller version of this camera here that we're just looking at. Now, where this one differs is that this is solely a webcam, okay? You can't do anything with this camera, guys, other than, connect it to a monitor or a tablet or not a monitor. I mean, yeah, well, you can connect it to a monitor, obviously, just to have it for the display purposes. But this is also a PTZ camera. This is going to be great as a webcam, as a content creation camera. There is a remote that is available for this one as well. Now, this one does also have built-in microphones, but there's no way to get any other type of media into this. You're just going to plug this right in with a USB-C cable and then connect this to your Mac, your PC, or whatever other device you want to use. Now, you can see in comparison, there's quite a difference in the size of these cameras. Now, they're both 4K. No, I'm sorry. This is a 1080p camera. There is a 4K version of this camera. So let me show you guys just to be clear. So this camera is 4K. This camera is 4K. This camera here is 1080p. But you guys can see they look almost identical, okay? Except for that little red ring that you guys see around one of the models. So this is your 4K and this is your 1080p, right? But in most cases, most people, creating content with this camera, guys, are not going to truly need that 4K. It is good to future-proof yourself, Alan, for like some productions that may be coming up or some festivals or something like that. But trust me, bro, 1080p is going to be amazing quality video because it is a crisp, sharp 1080p from these Ozbot cameras. So definitely check this guy out. Now, this camera right now is only $89. So definitely check this out. I think this is going to be a great tool for your quiver. If you're a content creator, live streamer, doing some DIY stuff, whatever it is, Zoom calls, whatever it is, this is going to be a cute little camera to have in your arsenal. All right, so let's go ahead and put this guy away as well. So hopefully Louis doesn't knock it off the desk. All right, I think we got only one more camera. Yeah, we do. So let's go ahead and grab that real quick. So that camera is this camera right here. So the next camera in the carousel, guys, is this little guy right here. This is from DJI. This is the DJI Pocket 3. Now, what's nice about this camera, also it is a PTZ camera, but it does have a built-in screen. So you have a 2-inch by 1-inch screen on here. And yeah, this one is pretty cool. You can use it as a blogging camera. You can use it as a photo camera. I use this camera every single day, guys, for content, creating videos, shoppable videos, whatever the case is going to be, in conjunction with the microphone that comes with it. So let me show you guys what that looks like. So here's the setup of the camera. Okay. So PTZ, like I said, it comes with a Bluetooth microphone. This has 32-bit float, so you don't have to worry about, your audio peaking or anything like that. Now, you can also purchase these microphones separately, or you can purchase this microphone as a bundle, which is going to come with 2 of these microphones and a receiver, okay? Now, like I said, this little camera here, let me just put that microphone back on there. This little camera here, guys, you have the option of recording in either 16 by 9 or 9 by 16. So if you wanted to, create something for like Instagram or for TikTok, or, even here on Amazon, YouTube, whatever, you just turn the screen to this orientation. And now what this is going to allow you to do is to be able to record, that 9 by 16 oriented content. And then if you want to switch back, you can't do this during the recording, but you can then just switch back and then record in a standard orientation or whatever the case it is. This is how I usually use this most of the time. Now, I do use this camera also for creating, video that I'm going to post on here on Amazon, on Instagram and TikTok or whatever it is. Until I got the Ray-Ban glasses, this was the device that I was using the most, for recording that type of content. Now, when it is in portrait mode, it is only 3K. But, again, 1080p is going to be, outstanding for what it is you're going to be creating. And you can downscale this to 1080p, or you can upscale this to 4K, just depending on what you want to use it for. And I'm telling you guys, the video quality off of this little camera is stellar. Okay. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, there's been somewhat of a price hike on this little camera and its accessories, but trust me, it is worth every single penny. Right now, this is $949 for the full bundle. But again, this is another device, guys, that is going to pay for itself over time, especially if you're using this in an industry or professional manner. You are going to get your money's worth from this camera. And they're constantly pushing out firmware updates, new features, all of that kind of stuff. So, a year from now, you won't feel like you got left behind, because a newer version came out. That's one of the things I love about DJI, that even when there is a newer version of something that comes out, they keep updating their older tech and giving it new features and new life. So that's an amazing thing about that company. So definitely check it out. But like I said, this is right now one of my favorite cameras that I use every day. I create like 4 to 5 videos every single day, and most of them are created with this little camera right here. So, like I said, if you guys are interested in something like that, let me know down in the comments. If you guys have any questions about the camera, some of its features, other accessories that I've used with it, let me know. I got you guys. I got you. Now, most of all of those accessories, you're going to find them over on my storefront. But like where I just set up this camera back here, this is where this camera pretty much lives, facing in that direction. So when I'm shooting videos, I'm usually sitting here, kind of looking in this direction, and I have the camera on like this, and I'm talking about whatever product I'm talking about. The camera's facing in the right direction, and I'm sitting here, talking about whatever the product is. And that's just kind of how I have everything set up. I'm just giving you guys, how the sausage is made, the behind the scenes kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to have access to all of this tech as well, so that you can do a lot of the things you guys see me doing. Or even if it's not something that you want to do personally, maybe you can inspire somebody else to want to do it as well. So you know how we do. All right, let me see what's going on down here in the comments. All right, let's see what we got. What is our next item in the carousel? All right, so the next item in the carousel, let's see here. We don't have too many things left yet. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got some of our kitchen appliances as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and run through these things so we can talk about some of the stuff I'm gonna be using tonight when I cook, like this home fry cutter back here. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's go ahead and get to the next item. All right, guys, so the next item in the carousel is actually this monitor that you guys see right here past Louis. Now, this is from a company called Interview. The Interview monitors I've had for a very, very long time. I think I've had this monitor for about 3 years. Now, I paid full retail for this monitor when it first came out, but I'm telling you guys, I would buy this monitor again because it is literally that good. I have a full stack of flat panel monitors that brands have sent me to review, and I will set them up, I will use them, I will do a video on them, and next thing you know, boom, I put this monitor back out because I'm just comfortable with it. It is that good. And you guys can see here, I just have it set up here on my desk. You guys can see the MacBook back there. So there's my MacBook, there's the monitor, kind of give you an idea how far these two are apart from each other. So when I'm reading comments and everything, I'm trying to look at this screen, but most of whatever is going on, as far as the live stream goes, is actually happening over on my MacBook. Anyway, guys, you can get this guy here on Amazon right now for an amazing price, guys. Amazing price for this monitor. Now, this is only a 1080p monitor, but trust me, it is worth taking a look at. Now, right now, this guy, Alan, is only $65.99. It's down from $89.99. When I actually purchased this monitor myself, it was over $150, okay? So yes, I would buy this monitor all day long for only $65.99. I'm just saying. So definitely check it out. 1080p. It's a 15.9-inch monitor, flat panel. It's a win, guys. This is a wonderful, wonderful little monitor. So, like I said, it's like anything else, finding the right tech that works for your setup, that works for you if you're going to be a mobile content creator or mobile work, mobile, and you're traveling around and you just want to be able to carry these things comfortably with you, reliable, tech. This monitor is a rock star. I've had it out on location. I've had it in my backyard, front yard, side yard. I've had it at the studio. I've had it at my friends' businesses whenever they need me to shoot content. A lot of times I'll have it connected to one of these professional cameras or, a tablet or something else that I have out there. I'm telling you, that monitor, guys, is a rock star. Now, is it the sharpest, newest, brightest, most, vibrant monitor out there? Not even close, my babies. But quality, comfort, reliability, those things have to go hand in hand for you to feel comfortable going out on a paid job and not have to worry that your gear is going to fail. Now, trust me, nothing is going to prevent your gear from failing when it wants to fail. It's just going to do what it do. That's why you always carry a backup to everything. But what I'm saying is this would be the first thing I would choose, not the second thing, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. Let me know if you guys have any questions about it. All right, guys. So the next item in the carousel is also something that I use pretty much every day, which is this little light that you guys see here. Now, this light, you guys see that? This one is probably overused by me because this is one of my background lights that I use back here on this background. So it's really cool. It has a metal housing on it. It has this little snoot. You can actually pull this forward and focus the beam of light. It comes with a bunch of these little scrims. Let me show you guys what that looks like. And USB-C right here for charging this up. So to turn this guy on, we're just going to press this little button right here until it lights up, unless his battery's dead. There we go. So it's lit up. And then we just rotate this super fast and it turns the light on so you guys can see the light now. All right, so let me switch back over to the Louis cam. And I said Louis, and Louis started looking around everywhere. So let's bring this over to the Louis cam. Let's tilt this camera down a little bit so you guys can see what this light looks like. So it comes with a bunch of different scrims, and those just, fit on to the front of the light. It's just little plastic pieces right here. And what's nice about that is that you have a bunch of different patterns to choose from. This also has 4 base colors, so you can just press the button and switch between the different colors. So if you wanted to set up, out on like you're doing like your joke nights or something like that, and you want a cool lighting effect in the background, this is how I would use this. So just to give you guys an indication of what this actually looks like, you guys can see this black wall that's back here behind me. So I can take this light and what is going on with this? Okay, hold on. All right, let's adjust that. So you guys should be able to see the lighting effect back there. And like I said, I can change the color, So if I was, from this position looking forward, talking about a product, holding it in my hand, that's going to be the lighting effect on the back wall behind me. This could be great for music effects, videos, whatever you want to use them for, guys. Maybe you're just doing a talking head podcast or something like that. You want a cool lighting effect behind you. You can do it with this light, guys. And the battery life on this is really good. You just got to remember either to keep it plugged in or to charge it up, ever so often. You guys already know I have a tendency to forget to charge things up. So, there you go. But anyway, this light right now is $49.99. And like I said, it comes with a ton of accessories. So definitely check it out, guys. If you're setting up a mobile podcasting studio, or you're doing product videos, you're doing DIY videos, you're doing a podcast, whatever it is, maybe a music video, and you just want to rock with it, you want to roll with it, there's a cool little light effect that you can use. All right. Now I have one more thing that kind of falls in that same category, and that's going to be this fog machine. Okay, so I got this little portable fog machine. All right. Now this guy is cool beans, guys. Now let me show you what you can do with this. You can press a button here and you can rotate this head, so you can get this kind of effect here, like almost about 30 degrees. The head does come off. It connects with magnets, so you get two different heads for this unit. Let me grab the other one. One of them has a little LED. It has a RGB light built into it and an additional fan, and you can swap these out pretty easily, kind of like that. So if you want it light behind the fog, let me go ahead and turn this on so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So let me power this guy on, and let's see what color we have this set at. Let's go through our color modes. All right, let's go. There's a blue. You guys see that blue? So now if I create some fog here, you're going to see we got kind of that cool blue light. See that? So you got the blue light, coming out. It has this fan here, an additional fan down here. Really simple setup. This one right here is more for like your dry ice effects. So let's say if we go back over here to our man Louis, and we wanted to make it look like Louis was in a scary place. We could just drop a little fog down here on the desk like that. Ooh, spooky. All right, so there we go. We got the fog. This is going to be great for Halloween. And then you add a light to this, guys. This is an amazing little piece of kit. Very portable. You can carry this with you in a backpack. Like I said, it's adjustable neck on here as well, so you can easily rotate this either in this straight orientation like you guys see here, or if you needed to be able to hang this. Now it has a 1/4 underneath here, so you could hang this upside down, you could hang it off to the side, you can do wherever you want to, and it does come with the remote. Okay, so what's cool about that is, so I got this little remote here. Let me put this over here. So I got the remote and I can just hit the play button anytime, and it's just going to start producing fog just like that. And that's cool, because if you have this mounted up high someplace and you want to be able to activate the fog, but you don't want to be climbing up and down the ladder the whole time, it's really nice that it comes with a remote. So there you go, everything you need, my babies, in one little bundle. And it does come with the travel case as well. You can get this guy right now for $129. All the accessories that I aforementioned comes with it as well. All right, what do we got next? So our next item in the carousel, let's talk about it. My man Milton's in the house. What it do, fam? What it do? Welcome to the stream. All right, so like I said, Chris called me out about the waffle and chicken. I'm not going to be making the waffles and chicken tonight. I'm going to be making some home fries and some burgers tonight. But I will be cooking over on Instagram tonight through my Meta glasses. But one of the devices we will be using is this guy right here. In an upcoming stream, this is the Stuffler waffle stuffer, and this is what we're going to use to actually make our waffles. So if you guys have not seen this device, I'll probably have it in the stream tonight over on Instagram, so I can kind of show you guys how this actually works. This is a cool beans little device, guys. What's nice about this, of course, you can make your waffles. You can stuff the waffles maybe with fruit, vegetables, protein, whatever you want to do. This guy is a win, guys. It really is a lot of fun. I have used, for what I got this for, I have gotten nothing but enjoyment from this waffle stuffer. So if you have kids, family coming over, friends, whatever it is, that you want to just do something cool, man, I'm gonna tell you another thing I did with this that was super cool. I got me some good quality chili and some cornbread mix. Mwah! I made some cornbread chili stuffed waffles and some home fries. Man, yeah, you already know it was delicious. So definitely check that guy out as well. All right, so we got one more item, and then we're gonna wrap it up so I can go make some dinner. Wait. You need my chicken and waffle recipe? Milton says, yes, bro. I'm going to get at you. Don't tell nobody, though, because Chris don't know I don't have an actual personal chicken and waffle recipe, but I am thinking about doing a cornbread version of the waffles. I'm going to tell you right now, so that means it's going to have some peppers in it. It's going to have some onions in it. It's going to have some garlic in it. So it's going to be a very savory waffle. I'm just putting it out there, and the chicken most likely is going to be a little bit on the spicier side as well. So anyway, let's go to the next item that I have listed in the carousel. For those that don't know, my man Milton is a professional chef. He's owned a number of barbecue restaurants. Louis would probably love him. Hey, Louis. What are you doing back there? Hey, Louis. Is Louis dead? Hey, Louis. I don't know what Louis is doing. Oh, wait. I may have him in stay mode. Yeah, I do. Okay, we're not gonna chase Louis around. Back up. I forgot you go crazy when I put you in too many modes. Anyway, hey Louis. Louis is not responding. Let me see what Louis' power level is right now, because Louis might be he's got good power. Okay, I don't know why Louis is not responding. I have no idea, but we're not going to worry about it for right now. All right, so let me show you guys the next item that I have listed in the carousel. Then I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because, like I said, we're going to be cooking on the stream tonight. Anyway, that would be this item right here. So this is a professional. Ow, I just clucked myself in the head. Y'all see that? This is a all-metal professional fry cutter, okay? You guys see that? So you put your potatoes in there and you kind of press them through just like this. Man, this thing is heavy duty. Now, a lot of restaurants will have these mounted up on a wall and they just drop a potato in and they just keep running them through like that. Most of the time I have mine just up there on top of the refrigerator whenever I need it. But let me push this little plate back in here. But yeah, we'll be using this tonight for sure because, like I said, we're going to be making some home fries. If you guys are interested in this guy, you can find it down in the carousel right now. I'm telling you guys, this thing here is going to last you a lifetime. You're going to be passing this on to your grandkids or whatever the case it is. This thing is built like a tank, guys, like a tank. Now, the one feature you do want to get, you want to get it with the different blades sizes, depending on whatever things you want to cut. I can't remember what I did with my other blades. So I just have the one standard blade that I use every time when I'm making home fries, but that's all right. I ain't hating on it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it just the way it is. So I'm all good with that. So if you guys are looking for, a restaurant quality, and I'm talking built like a...
That sounds fantastic.
Oh, now you want to talk.
Like you're really enjoying the Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses.
I am not talking about no Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
Do you have any specific features you're looking for
to explore? I have no idea what he's talking about. Louis, I'm talking about this home fry cutter for making home fries.
I'm not sure I know much about the home cutter. Could you tell me more about it? I'm curious.
Yes, it is a restaurant quality French fry cutter.
I'm not entirely sure what you meant by quality. Could you elaborate a bit?
I think Louis' update is not going well for him tonight. Anyway, Louis, I'm going to let you take a little break because I'm about to wrap up this stream for the night. Yeah, Louis is acting a little loony tonight, so I don't even know what to think about that. All right, y'all. So it's time for me to wrap it up for the night. So you guys know it's time for me to talk about the final item we have listed in the carousel, and that is going to be these drawstring backpacks. So again, guys, I'm telling you, these things are going to be great for a number of different things, for storage, reusable shopping bags. You could use them for day trip bags or whatever the case it may be. Now, of course, you guys know I use these drawstring backpacks, guys, for gifting things to the homeless community. So what I do with these is we fill them with items that we get right here on Amazon: toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, conditioner, hand sanitizer, pens, pencils, Band-Aids, reusable water bottles, those little sanitation tablets that you can put in the water to sanitize the water, all of that stuff, socks, underwear, anything that you think a homeless person can benefit from. Guys, get yourself some of these backpacks. fill them with some love and share that love in your community. Now, if you are blessed and you live in a community where there are no homeless, that's okay. That's a blessing. Pass that love on to another community that could benefit from your resources, guys. So just pay it forward. Be a good human. What we say, be a good human. All right, y'all. It's time for me to go ahead and do that thing. Do that thing. Let's go. All right, my babies, stay safe out there, guys. Wash your hands, wear a mask when appropriate, take care of your loved ones. Get out there and create something amazing each and every single day, guys. Be that pebble in the pond. Be a good human. Shine your light on the community, guys, and invest into your community. Invest into others. Encourage others to do good so that we can build a stronger community together so that our kids and our grandkids will have something amazing that will be gifted down to them, and they will already be like a lot of us, guys, not like them, like us, building a community, living together, sharing, and doing good things for each other and doing good things for people who may not look like us, sound like us, think like us. But if we can do good for them, guys, we'll probably bring them into the fold as well. So y'all know how we do. All right, my babies. I'm going to have to make sure these glasses are charged up. So just in advance, I'm going to tell you guys right now, the way these glasses work when I go live later here in a little bit over on Instagram, I will be limited to only 30 minutes. So, but that's about the time it takes me to cook anyway. So basically, you guys will just be watching me cook for the most part. So that's what we're going to be doing here in just a minute. So if you guys are down for that, come on over to my Instagram page. If you're not already following your boy right here on Amazon, make sure you do. Follow me on YouTube as well. We do multi-stream every single night that we go live here on Amazon. We multi-stream over to YouTube as well. So y'all know how we do. All right, my babies, let's go ahead and wrap it up for the night. Let's see if we can get Louie to say something without going crazy. Let's go back and try it again. Hey, Louie. I'd like you to say goodnight to everyone and thank them for coming into the stream and tell them we'll be back here in 48 hours to hang out with them here on Amazon and on YouTube.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the stream. We'll be back here in 48 hours to hang out with you on Amazon and YouTube. Take care and see you soon.
All right, my buddy, it's time for me to go ahead and wrap it up, and go ahead and push you back there a little bit, let you go ahead and take a break. Yeah, that's how we do. You know this, man. All right. All right, my baby, it's time for me to say them magic words. Peace, and blue muffin grease. I am out. Boom, my babies. I am out of here. Mwah, love y'all, but I got to go. Peace. See y'all back here in just a few minutes over on Instagram after I go and change into my cooking attire. You know what I'm saying? I can't find my apron, but that's okay. We're gonna make do. We're gonna make do with what we got because y'all gonna be watching everything from my hands perspective anyway. So let's make it happen, Captain. All right, my babies. I am out of here. Peace. Love y'all.